Yeah.
What up, though? OG Kenny, O_G_Kenny at Retired from the Streets TV. Now, welcome back, right? Not just welcome back. Thank y'all for tuning in like y'all always have been. Y'all understand my point when I get on here is I'm very grateful that people still tapping in, that everybody taking time out of their own schedule to get with me, see what I'm talking about, hear my perspective, right? I want to say this. Have y'all ever wondered why it seems like God or whoever blesses people who do effed up stuff more than he do good people? Y'all ever like sit there and ponder like, why does it seem like everything I'm doing, I'm trying to get over the hump. I'm trying to make things happen. I'm trying to be an upright stand-up individual. However, everything that I do is faced with difficulty. It's faced with a stumbling block, right? It's faced with a roadblock, a hurdle, some debacles. Everything that I do, it seems cursed. It's going to harken back to the video I dropped earlier when I was talking about no matter what you're going through, don't let those seemingly insurmountable things stop you in your path, right? Because you got to think, you got a lot of people that want your spot. Even with all the effed up stuff you're going through, you still got somebody that wants your spot. I tell people this all the time. It's somebody in the graveyard who want the complaints that you have. Because they ain't here to complain about it no more. They would love to be in your position, right? Where they can sit down and say, man, I don't got this, I don't got that. And I guarantee you, the person who have tasted death, my little brother, for example, right? I don't know, we call him Big Bang. But I call him, Lil Rob Blow. It's my bro, right? And I told y'all the video about how hearing his voice caused me great pain and how I called home and I found out that that was when he was younger, but then when I got older, I called home and found out that my brother had got hit off of his mini bike by an SUV, no helmet, had flatline, you know what I mean? And they had to they had to induce a coma for him in order for him to heal. Had screws in his head, plates. I'm talking he a living testament. And this was in the period when he had just got his bag back up, right? And was putting money back into the studio to do his rap thing. Because that's what, like, when you hear that Street Monster anthem, I was just playing, and you hear that Gia on every episode, that's him. That song is me, him, my mama singing the hook, my cousin. I think I told y'all this in previous episodes, right? My homeboy Sticks. Shout out to Sticks, salute Sticks, for that track too. It's an old track, but my point is, Lil Bro got back to the point where he's back investing in his musical career when that happened. Now, all these years later, you got to think it took him to get through a lot, went through a lot to get through that therapeutic point. I got a point with all this, right? He went through a lot of stuff to get back to the point where he can talk normally. His speech is not slurred. He still has some problems, like, when he ain't been doing nothing. He been sitting around that game for weeks on that Grizzly game and all that and gambling with them games and stuff and betting and stuff, where he getting in them lumps and he got tunnel vision because he like, it's 5 racks on the line for this right here. It's 7 racks. And they doing that. They popping these dudes' collars, getting that money off game. And who'd have thought, right? Now, for one, had life not set him still, he wouldn't acquire that new skill in gaming. And two, had he not been able to come out of that situation and see the benefits that life gave him with a new perspective, because his perspective changed. Him being humble now, him not being wild and out on the streets, running around with blickies and telling my brother's short, but he was like a little bully on, you know what I mean? So for that to be his new way of doing things, he ain't out on the streets no more. We ain't got to worry about nobody calling us. And you would think I would be the one they worry about calling. I was the one that kept going to prison. But bro used to be out there on tip. Now, to see where he at now, for him to look back on his experience and see the people that he left in those rehab centers, young girls, bad, very attractive, paralyzed from the waist down in car accidents, right? Paralyzed from the neck down, partial paralysis. You understand what I'm saying? Missing limbs and whatnot. From freak accidents, car accidents, bicycle accidents, fishing and boat accidents, right? stuff that happened at work. He was in there with all these people. So when he looked back and say, man, it could have been a lot worse. Looking at my mother's situation recently, like I was telling y'all, right? When the doctors were saying, we don't know if you're going to ever be able to talk to your mother again. She's not responding to pain or stimuli. Her eyes are open, but they're just like this. They're still. She's not tracking, following with her eyes. She's not following commands. She's not squeezing our hands. She has lower brain activity only and is very slow. There is no upper brain activity. For them to look at things from a clinical and a medical standpoint, when I knew from a universal and spiritual standpoint how strong my mother's will was, how connected with everything she was, and how she had nothing but prayer warriors around her, right? That's what counted more to me than what the doctors were saying. I just gave my mama some cash to go shopping for today's dinner. Today's and tomorrow's dinner, you know what I mean? So, and she's driving, and she's talking, and she said, it's cold out there. Let me go grab me a hoodie and throw my other gym shoes on. To go from them saying that to a week or so later, her being home, you understand what I'm saying? To see my brother go through what he went through, right? So I'm about to bring all this full circle. When it seems like people who are doing the worst things are getting blessed, you got to look at it like the devil already got them. If you remember Snoop Dogg's song, Murder Was the Case, what the devil say to Snoop Dogg? Bring your lifestyle to me, I make it better. How long would I live? Eternal life and forever. How will I be the G that I was? I make your life better than you can imagine or even dreamed of. So relax your soul. Let me take control. Close your eyes, man. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? I just wanted to paint a picture, though. Think about what the devil said to Snoop. He seduced Snoop. Murder! Murder was... Then, what'd he say? I bought my mama a Benz. My boo-boo a Jag. And now I'm rolling in the... What'd he say? But you know what I'm talking about. Snoop telling you about how the trinkets of success, the trappings of success are there for some people, and it seems like they're being blessed, right? But you don't know what they're going through on the spiritual warfare tip. All the trinkets, the jewelry, this, right? They popping out, hey, I'm doing, right? All that seems good because you're looking from the outside looking in. But you don't know who is blessing them. So please don't, because I did it. I see homies, I'm fresh home, they pulling up, bro, what's up? Well, I'm telling you, this is what I'm doing. You want to slide in? You my man. I tell you how we do it. Since I know your funds a little tight. Come on, mess with me for a minute, ride with me, help me out, whoop, and then I'm gonna throw something your way, and then you can just pop back at me when you get right? You understand what I'm saying? So all these times, I'm like, damn, bro, eating, this what's up. I'm about to go ahead and make these few moves with him. Woo, that's what's up. Right? Thinking about tunnel vision and thinking about only one thing, one track mind. I'm not thinking about what my bro had to do. And then not only what he had to do, the things that he did, the butterfly effect that they had on other people. Because there is no right way to do wrong. I don't care what you doing. You slanging. You say, I ain't hurting nobody. They going to buy it anyway. If you got your hands in that pot, if you in Pandora's box, you in the devil's pie, you got a hand in it. You a part of the Jack Boys. You a part of the dealers, the tricks, the setup kids, the setup girls, the police, the crooked ones, the feds, the snitches. You understand what I'm saying? The people that's ODing, the people that's coming home, who trying to get on their feet, who want to grab a sack. All these people intertwine and intermingle because once you touch one of those elements, you immediately connect to the other one. It's like being in hip hop and you breakdance, and you eventually going to get cool with the DJ, and the DJ going to eventually get cool with the MC, and the MC eventually is going to get cool with the person who doing graffiti because he needs some art. Once you touch one of those elements, you automatically tied in with the other ones, whether you realize it or not. There is no right way to do wrong. And don't think because you see somebody eating, somebody shining, stunting, and all that, right, that they gonna have a successful and long run. My father was in the drug game, had his ups and downs, but more or less successfully since he was a young dude. So he had a decent run. However, look at his tragic end. My father got shot at 12 different times, once in the eye. his murder was blasted all over the First 48. You don't believe me? Go to YouTube or anywhere else and type in First 48 murder in the Motor City and look up the story about Rob Lucas. That's my father. They robbed him, you know what I mean, for a whole bunch of pounds of weed. And it's back when pounds was going for 4-5 bands for a pound, for real, for real. So they hit a lick of upwards of like $75,000 lick on my daddy, right? And killed him. So my thing is, to the outside, to the world on the outside looking in, they see us pulling up in H2s. Everybody remember the white H2 and the black Escalade and the black CTS and the 73 Dunk and the black Train Day Monte Carlo. And I had that souped up Lumina that was super fast, super clean with all the stash box in it. And you feel me? Like, I'm talking about like, and then at one time I had, listen, on my block, I had 7-8 cars lined up that I wasn't even driving. 2 in the backyard. Just buying cars. Buying stolen jewelry, stolen watches, trading these watches because these dudes ain't know nobody. They selling them to me for $40, $50. These $600 watches, I'm popping them off for $400 all day. Buying cars and stuff, right? And all type of other stuff. Everybody looked at us like successful. Y'all eating. They didn't know that this come with a lot of stress, not knowing when your father or if he's coming home at night, not knowing when you're going to be called to be part and partial with something that may get you jammed up for good, or not. It's a family thing. We all benefit from it. Pops call, hey, I need you to come get this bag. Do this, do that. You get pulled over, you jammed up. I don't care what the lawyer can get you some less time or something, but when you're guilty, you're guilty. Trust me, I know. I went to prison the first time. My father was up. You understand what I'm saying? Probably a M. I mean, for real. If not more. And it wasn't about the money. It was about the facts. The facts was that I was involved with foul stuff. I was out there sticking up dudes. I was robbing left and right. And life and karma came back to smack me in my butt. And I deserved it. And all them years later, when everybody was seeing, okay, yeah, and they saw the First 48 and whatnot, on the outside looking in, we had it all. You ride past our house, the big picture window, you look in there, you see a baby grand piano, cocaine white, you feel me? Big paintings all on the wall. Like when you rode past our house looking in, you would think you were riding past our art gallery, for real. Matter of fact, let me show you something. This picture, see that painting there? That thing there used to hang on our wall, as well as a whole bunch of sculptures and whatnot like that, paintings and artwork. You understand what I'm saying? Stuff that we still have and whatnot. I'm in the living room at the family estate right now. But you gotta think, and then look, see this right here? It's my father's urn. That's his urn right there. You feel me? He's still here with us. But at the same token, I'm just letting y'all know, man. It seems like some people have all the luck in the world. But trust me, there's more benefits. And I'm telling you from firsthand experience. I done did 10 years off and on in prison fighting against something that I know work, and that's just staying consistent with doing the right thing. I ain't no lame. I ain't soft. I'm still lit. I'm still out having a ball on the weekends. I'm still able to go in my pocket and pull out some money and don't have to worry about it. It's a Saturday. I'm at home chilling right now. I don't got to do nothing I want to. I woke up late, left the room. Y'all saw me on that video earlier. I left the room earlier. I'm going back there later on. I'm just getting some time to get home with my dogs and whatnot. I'm about to lay him outside and whatnot. And I'm getting back to the party later on and back to the room. And so I have fun. I'm still lit. I'm still turned up. I still got a foul mouth and in public. Excuse me. I still wrestle with the homies. I'm still big homies, a lot of dudes. I'm still actively, I'm still active on the hood scene. I just don't sell dope no more. I don't rob nobody no more. I showed y'all some of the ways I get my bag, and I tell the homies that too. Listen, even like stuff like this, dog muzzles and stuff. Caught these for a good deal. Caught them on the low, right? Quick, right? $4 for these muzzles. I just went crazy and just bought a few of them. I got all type of different muzzles I bought, right? Harnesses I caught for the cheap. Cause we over here in this area where it's nothing but dog lovers. Everywhere I look is white people walking and running dogs. Caught these muzzles that's really usually $14, $15, $16, right? I bought as many as I could when they had that little flash set, I don't know if it was a glitch or what, but the $4-5 was looking good. Bought them all. I wasn't playing. So that's what I do. I do retail arbitrage. I've been telling y'all about that. If you Google retail arbitrage, watch Gary Vee talk about it. That's where I got the idea from. Shout out to Gary Vee and Vaynerchuk Media. But my thing is that I do stuff like this now. It's more money in this than it is in dope. It's more money in buying meat and stuff and whatnot, getting your food handler's cart, selling tacos and going live. Shout out to All Flavor No Grease out on the West Coast. I got that idea from Dawg. He started in his driveway selling tacos. Went from the weed man to the taco man. Then when I last saw him, it was like I think he had 40 trucks or something like that selling tacos. He said the markup from tacos to weed was tremendous, especially street corner weed, man. So not to talk y'all to death, just to give y'all something to think about, some weekend meat to chew on, right? Grind based on what you see around you. I see dogs all around me, white people riding dogs, no muzzles. Dog parks, no muzzles, right? Sometimes dogs get aggressive. I don't care how well trained your dog is. When I take Blue and Bella and Ghost and Ari individually to these dog parks and I got a muzzle on them, and I'm sure, hey, you know, I got these muzzles for the Lowe's. I can sell them for $10 and I done doubled up and some, right? So, and get them, and they got a discount. So I look at it like that. Get it for a nice enough price where you can flip it, double your money, really ideally triple it. Because I can't triple that and go on here. It was $4 and something. So I could sell them for like $12, $13. So they get it for $4 or $5 off the original price without the inconvenience of having to wait for the shipping to get to them. You understand what I'm saying? So I cut a lot of those inconveniences and those extra costs out. I'm winning. Love y'all, man. OG Kenny, O_G_Kenny. I retired from the streets. TV, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, like, all that good stuff. Listen, I don't know anything, but I know how to think. Keep them nervous. Keep the change. This is God's promise. You understand what I'm saying? Legal dope supply. I love y'all. I'm out. Ha.